Welcome back to Risque Business News. I'm Mae.
And I'm Laura, and today we are talking about...
We are talking about the wedding industry.
The wedding industry. Oh my God, is someone getting married around here?
I don't know. They never talk about it, and no one would ever have any idea. But in case you guys have never listened to this podcast before, I've been very obnoxious about this for about a year. I'm getting married finally next week, which is pretty fucking crazy. So in honor of my upcoming nuptials.
In honor of her.
I thought it'd be fun to do a little deep dive on the wedding industry, ups and downs. There's been a lot of changes in these past few years, as you can imagine. Some of the most expensive weddings in history I'm going to cover. And then also everyone's favorite tales of bride and groomzillas.
Okay. I cannot wait. This is great. Congratulations, Mae. Obligatory.
Thank you.
Enjoy the episode.
Where's the money? I don't understand how you make money.
Hold on.
From that, though.
2 stand-up comics in New York City.
Just learned a lot of this stuff. I'm going to ask all the stupid questions that you might be thinking at home, but are afraid to ask people.
Making it to where you feel like you're too stupid to be able to ever engage in it, they win.
Why the fuck are they doing this?
It's to make money. It's risque business news.
Yeah, I feel like I'm ready to get married for so many reasons, but one of the reasons is that I can shut the fuck up about it already.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, there'll be an obligatory, month of us just going, wedding, oh my God, how were all the gifts?
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
Right.
Are the pictures ready yet?
Yeah.
But then afterwards, we'll chill for a minute. Maybe I'll eventually get engaged and we can play.
Oh,
do
then we can start over.
Whole game again.
Just when I thought I was done looking for tiaras, now we're gonna have to look for yours.
Oh I also feel like my vibe will be a little different
than a fucking
tiara. Tiara. Everyone.
Well, I never thought I was gonna get a tiara, but I'm getting a fucking tiara.
You give way more tiara than I give tiara.
I
Everyone's
get
like, she gonna wear sneakers? Like, what are we doing?
It's like 5% tiara, 0% tiara.
0% tiara. Yeah. Maybe I'll try one on though, just for the.
You should.
LOLs.
Listen, I got a lot of recs if you're looking for a tiara.
I certainly know if anyone, you've scoured the city for every accessory, every shoe type.
Yes.
Every veil.
Yep.
There's a lot of veils involved.
Apparently.
Capes? You have two veils, right? You have cape. She's a cape. Like
I
a
have
superhero.
A cape.
You're like a superhero. What the fuck?
You know, like that saying when people are like, before you leave the house, look in the mirror and take one thing off. I'm doing every single accessory that you possibly can have. I have a cape. Wait. I have a fucking tiara, and I have a veil.
Perfect.
So
you need all of those things.
It's super like Princess Di, who's going to come up later in this pod, actually.
Perfect. That's great. Yeah. I love it because when you were talking about the wedding industry, you get to actually provide commentary on literally every single piece.
Yeah.
There is no corner that has not been touched by Mae's hands. She's like, oh, you want to talk capes? I got you.
Oh, yeah.
You
Alterations, people?
Yeah. Brooches? I've got you.
Oh, gotta have a brooch.
I don't know.
Yeah, it is crazy. I'm like so looking for. It's gonna be a fucking sick party, but also I'm so like, fun. Oh my God, I'm ready to like move on with my life.
Totally.
And like think about other things and do other things. So
yeah, not just be like in the dressing room with the dress.
Yeah.
I feel like every other text I get from you, you're like, I'm at the dress again. I'm like, Jesus. How many appointments have you had for that dress?
So
like in total.
In total, first of all, I have 2 dresses. So I had to go for 3 fittings for each dress. So each dress was 6 total appointments after I fucking bought the dress. Before I bought the dress, I must have gone to like 20 places. Literally.
So
exhausting.
26 appointments.
Yeah.
That is a sales cycle. That's an enterprise sales cycle right there. You closed an and probably about the same price tag. So enterprise deal for the gowns. So if you're not following Mae on Instagram, please, for the love of fucking God, so we can give the appropriate energy to these wedding outfits.
We need outfits plural. I feel so. It's so funny too. Like when I was putting together the research for this, I'm like, who the fuck would have a party that big or like da da da? But I'm like, you know what? Like in the microcosm of like these super rich people weddings, I'm like, I get it because like I would say our wedding is like stupid money for us, and we started it out like when we first got engaged, we're like, we'll do something small, it's gonna be cheap, it's gonna be cute, it's gonna be whatever. And now it's like gotten huge. The budget makes me want to fucking throw up, and it's outrageous. It's completely ridiculous.
Again, follow her on Instagram to make this all worth it. Damn it.
Yeah, but like, you really can get carried away.
Yeah.
You really can.
Well, I personally am super excited. I think it's going to be beautiful.
It's going to be great.
And yeah, congratulations, Mae.
Okay. All right, bitch.
No, I'm so excited. It's going to be beautiful.
No, it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so I wanted to talk about a few things that I wanted to get into before we get into the main story. And that is, do you see that the Pope is urging priests and nuns to delete porn from their phones?
Whoa.
I didn't know that priests and nuns would have so much porn on their phones.
First of all, if you have so much porn on your phone that the Pope is sending you a message, it is like, you gotta, it's getting weird. The hidden folder, there's some unholy shit in there.
But also, like, who the fuck saves porn?
And
like,
why does he know about it?
You just stream porn.
You stream porn.
Right?
I would imagine.
What,
maybe
you have, like, a DVD of porn?
Well,
like,
maybe in the monasteries they don't have great service.
I guess not.
In the nunneries, in like the fucking mountains somewhere, wherever they keep them all.
It's better to do that than diddle little kids, right?
Also, Pope, maybe we leave the porn on the phones.
Remember a few months ago when the Pope was saying that people that treat their pets like children are like
going to hell.
Devil.
Yeah. I remember that. That's one of many reasons I don't really fuck with the Pope.
Yeah.
I'm like, you do your thing and leave me and my cat alone and my pussy.
Yeah. That too.
Guys. Also, I like that he included nuns in that when you know for sure it was just the priest. Absolutely. There is no shot. There maybe one nun had like 2 videos and he's like, yeah, all of them.
I know it's a cliche, but like women don't like porn.
Not like they like
in general.
It's just not at least as popular.
Yeah.
You know, like I think we've all viewed it, but I'm not like, it's pretty rare.
Super
that
rare.
I see it, consume it, and I'm usually like, ugh.
Yeah.
I think I can't get over how uncomfortable it looks for the woman. Right? I'm just
no, for sure. It's horrible.
Jesus Christ, this looks like a bad time.
It really looks awful. They all look like they're having a terrible time. And I don't know. I don't like need to think about sex to masturbate.
No, also that. I think women are like, we're good at multitasking.
Yeah. We're really good at multitasking.
I'm like just doing emails, like, no problem.
I'm watching fucking Forensic
TikTok.
Files. And
Forensic Files. Well, maybe that's your thing.
Yeah.
Forensic Files specifically.
Yeah. But what they do to the women in the porn is grotesque.
Gross. Yeah. But they're like, is that a cadaver? Oh, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah. Religion, man. The Pope is so funny to me.
He's hilarious. I love we were talking about this the other day, how like when people get really up in arms about their traditions.
Yeah, we were. Yeah.
I do kind of like, I'm happy the Pope is out there. You know, in his little hats.
Yeah, his outfits are killer.
He's great. He has great style. Can you imagine being the Pope's like stylist? That's a job for sure.
Is that, well, don't they wear the same, haven't they worn the same thing for like centuries or no? I don't know. Well, I guess maybe we should, probably, but I can't imagine that they don't have like their day wear. Yeah.
Like what does the Pope wear when he's going to play tennis?
Right. Or like going to bed. Is there like Pope, like
nightgowns?
Does he
He's going to wear a nightgown, right? Because he wears gowns all the time.
This is the dumbest thing ever, but I just don't know anything about it. Does he stay? Sorry. Does he stay in the Vatican?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. So Vatican is like a city, Vatican City, right? And then Vatican
the
also
is like the
that's like the
building.
House or whatever, the building in the middle.
The church, yeah.
I would imagine.
I would guess he does, yeah.
Probably. Oh yeah, because when he dies,
he's buried under there.
He's buried near there, but also, you know how they have the tradition of the smoke that comes out?
Yeah.
How it's like the black smoke and then they're like the white smoke or whatever, like a new pope.
Right.
So it's got to be there if he's dying there.
Yeah, I guess so. Traditions, man, they're fun.
I kind of like them.
Yeah, they're weird.
Minus the royal family sometimes.
Okay, cool. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about is this is actually a good segue into our main story, but have you seen that TikTok video of the viral bridesmaid speech? That's
no.
Oh my God. This woman could not make more of an asshole out of herself. So she is super fucking drunk. She's a blonde woman. She looks to be probably like in her 40s or something. Okay. And she's at her friend's. She's on the mic. Oh my God. And she's at her friend's wedding. And she's like talking about how it's so cringy. I can't even say it out loud. Like,
please.
So it's an interracial couple that's getting married. And she keeps being like, she's like imitating, like doing like an impression of like a sassy black woman at one point. She's like, I know that you guys are like the interracial couple and everyone's gonna love that. Like, da da da. And like was bringing up race and like looked insane. And she was like, no, just kidding. And like she would say all these like she was like this close to just straight up saying the N-word.
Oh my God.
And it doesn't help
we
that
will
she's like,
link to the
yeah, I'm sure people know what I'm talking about because I've seen it stitched a million times. It's fucking crazy.
How have I not seen? I'm mad at my algorithm right now. I'm like, are you kidding?
I know.
This is the content I'm looking to consume.
It's absolutely insane. It really doesn't help too that she's like this like Midwestern looking woman with blonde hair.
Yeah, she just looks exactly like she would be the one to deliver this just super tasteless. Was it all crazy. Racial or
lot of racial stuff?
Cool. Definitely the right time to talk about that.
Yeah.
It's definitely the right time to.
She ended up saying all lives matter. No, I'm just kidding. But like she fucking might as well have. It was so brutal.
Oh my God. And then the rest of the wedding, everyone's like, hey,
yeah,
Melissa.
I mean, this might be personal because they might be listening, but what's the worst like wedding speech you've ever seen?
I've just seen a lot of awkward ones. You know what I mean? Where you're just like, where they make a joke and it's just like not funny at all, or their delivery is so bad.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a good story for that. But just a lot of like swings and misses.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of like super drunk people rambling too. And like, ooh.
You got to do the speeches early.
Yeah. Or I've also seen people that didn't prepare anything and they just get up there and look like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. You just write something down, make it short.
Yeah.
Keep it easy. Don't try to do bits. Don't try to turn into stand-up comic.
Right.
Out the gate.
Yeah.
Your wedding's going to be out of control.
It's going to be so weird.
Yes. Are you guys going to do like some speeches?
Yes. So Joseph List is doing a speech and my sister's doing a speech.
Cute.
Yeah.
Joe's going to bury your sister.
He's going to do a really good job.
Oh, your poor sister.
I know.
Great.
I know. My sister messages me and she's like, I don't really know what to say about Mark in my speech, so I thought maybe I'd talk about how he got kicked out of a lot of schools. I was like, why'd you have to bring that up? I was like, don't do that. I was like,
all right, I got to proof your speech. Bring it up. You're like, why is this all about race? What's going on? What the hell's happening here?
But I was like, what is she talking about? I don't want you to say anything about that.
No, because that's the problem. Because she's probably, and I mean, I would be worried about like, fuck, I wouldn't want to give a speech at this. Because it's in front of a bunch of comics, like needing to kind of like, haha, like don't. Just go for sincere.
Yeah,
Super go for sincere.
Totally. I know. I don't envy her.
Ooh.
Speeches are so intimidating.
Yes.
Okay, well that is fucking wild. I'm sure it's gonna come up on your For You page, but it's really
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Something else. All right, so let's get into the main story, yeah?
Yep.
All right, cool. So I looked up this little graph and I was like, where the fuck are they getting these numbers? Okay, because they are super low.
Okay.
In my experience.
They're coming from Iowa, but yeah. That's where those numbers are coming from.
But I looked up like the average cost of each one of these different parts of a wedding, and for those of you not planning a wedding, it'll make your stomach turn. For those of you that have planned a wedding, you're going to be like, okay, where do they get these things? Because that's so fucking cheap.
If Matt proposes, I'm going to be like, no.
Yeah.
I just did this episode. Nah, man.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Can't do it. So
too expensive.
The average venue plus the catering is $13,000. I'm like, that's not true. Where would that be?
I mean, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money, but I would think that the average venue would be like 15 without the catering would be $15,000.
Well, depending on the city, but either way, I'm gonna kill myself.
You should kill yourself.
Cool, because you want to know what most people pay in rent around the country. Probably about $1,500. I would say that's like a pretty reasonable. It's a little low, maybe depending on where you are.
So that's like a year's
rent. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
One night.
One night. This one I actually thought was kind of high. It said that the average engagement rate in the U.S. is $5,000. I was like, that seems really high to me.
Yeah. What the hell? Are people
I don't know.
balling out?
Maybe this article is full of shit. It said that
where is this from? Like Iowa's publicjournal.com or something? I don't know.
I think it was from Inc.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. So a reception band, the average cost is around $3,000, which is so not true.
Is that low or high?
So low.
Oh yeah.
Ours was like $10,000.
It's Katy Perry? What are we doing? What's going on?
Well, I think there's like 5 people in the band, so it has to be like worth it for all of them. I don't know. Listen,
what?
It's I paid what I paid.
You paid
I don't
what
know.
you paid. Anyway, if anyone wants to negotiate May, these contracts are not dried yet. You can go on in.
Yeah, everyone's like, "Oh, you haven't been negotiating?" I was like, "I didn't know that I should be negotiating." Because I thought it was just like, I don't know, people. I just sort of felt like I was like, okay, like someone's going to quote like what their rate is. They're a person. They value themselves at this rate. I'm not going to be like, well, I value at this. They're going to be like, okay, then find a band at that rate. Then.
Well, I guess that's the other thing too, is there's so many weddings right now that it's probably like their market at the moment versus the opposite.
Exactly. And we're getting married on a Thursday, which has been really nice because we're getting like a lot of these vendors, we can have kind of like our pick of whatever we want because it's on a Saturday, which has been cool. And I've noticed that there's like a trend now that more people are getting married during the week.
I'd imagine. There's only so many weekends.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of couples who did not get married between 2020 and 2022.
Yeah.
So it's a little backlog.
Yeah. Yeah. An average photographer is around $2,000. That's a lie. And the florist is $1,700. That is a bold-faced lie.
That is a lot of money, guys. I will say that's a lot of money. The florist does seem low to me because, like, honestly, flowers are crazy expensive.
So expensive.
Like a normal, if you're sending just a bouquet to someone, is between like $80 to $120.
Yeah.
That's just a one.
Yeah, from like flowers.com.
Standard ass, flowers.com, like maybe slight mid-range, a mid-range one. Yeah. So if 1,700, that's 17 of those. You need more than that for a wedding. Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
That one I can rationalize. The other ones seem insane. Photographer, $2,000. Depends on the city.
Yeah, it depends on the city. Yeah. I would recommend getting married in the South because then you can get a lot of bargains.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So the wedding business itself is fucking crazy, dude. It's expected to total around $57 billion just this year. Isn't that insane?
In the U.S.?
In the U.S.
Whoa.
The U.S. wedding business only.
I gotta switch careers.
I know, right?
What am I doing? Shut this podcast down.
So that's actually up 2.1% from last year, but still well behind the pre-pandemic volume of $70 billion.
Wow. Also,
Because I would imagine it's because people are having smaller weddings. They're doing things more modestly. I think just like the attitudes around like opulence have changed. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Definitely big group events like that I think are not as common.
Yeah.
People are still a little spooked from like large events and
stuff
like that. Also, I don't think people want to pay the money.
I don't think people want to pay the money. And I also think people's like priorities have shifted.
Yeah. Also, I think they lost a lot of friends during the pandemic.
Yeah, that too.
Posted one too many political posts and all of a sudden 15% of the guest list is gone.
That is so true. It's kind of crazy. Like we've seen some comics that, one way or another, like they'll either go like way left extremist or way right extremist. And like they're posting and I'm like, they must have lost a bunch of people they were close to. And like that's so crazy.
And things got so triggered and charged for a while there.
It was
like
insane.
Like weird. Like I don't post one way or the other.
No,
I barely post. And I even had I think I got vaccinated.
Yeah. God
forbid. And I posted about that. And I swear to God, people were like coming at me.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, this is a really level one. Just kind of like, look, I did a thing. You're right. Maybe I shouldn't. This is stupid to be posting about it. Sure. But I got in fights.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And also, most people got vaccinated.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I was just like, damn, first of all, you must be very busy, because if you're fighting everybody who posted about it, wow, you've got a secretary helping you with all this.
It's already done. What are they going to be like? Oh, you're going to turn the frogs gay by getting vaccinated or whatever the fuck you're saying. You're like, okay, well, already done.
I guess that's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what's going on.
That's
Dave.
so crazy. Yeah, I would be curious to see the rate of like how many people lost friends during and also like just organically when it comes to like you're not seeing people because you weren't hanging out with anybody.
That too. I mean, but the combination of those two factors. I mean, I'm certain that it definitely actually, now that I think about it some more, definitely made my guest list shorter. Mm-hmm. Like people who I would invite, because like it's tough to keep in touch. Period.
Yeah, it is.
Let alone when you're not traveling, because like traveling to the cities, just you have a reason to be like, oh, hey, I'm in town or whatever.
Right.
But that was like 2 full years that you got to just like pick things back up.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
for sure. I have a friend who's having a wedding of like 50 people, and I was like, how do you even have like that? Would be hard for me to cut the list down.
Very hard list, especially like family alone is like probably about 15.
At least on
20,
each side,
depending. I have a small nuclear family, and Matt does too, so it'd be pretty small on that side. But then, like, if you invite a single fucking cousin,
right? Then you have to invite all the cousins.
Yeah, 50 is tough.
That's insane. It's like impossible.
50 is tough. Are we gonna talk about Zoom weddings?
No, we're not, but we can talk about those.
Oh, man. Dude, I remember during like the second year of the pandemic when people were like kind of doing stuff. We were in San Diego at this like pretty nice hotel, and we saw literally the saddest wedding I've ever seen.
Oh no, what happened?
Oh, it was like supposed to be this whole thing, and they had pushed it, and there was like 8 people, and they were having their reception, and it was just like a family fucking dinner. And I was like, they're all dressed up, and they're in this like plaza, like in the like lobby of the on the ocean side. So it was like very pretty. Don't get me wrong, but I was just like, and then they had one camera up with people who were coming into the picture via Zoom.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like say hi, and I was like, whoa.
God, that's a bummer.
This is dark.
I'd rather just have it completely on Zoom.
Absolutely. Or just like elope and then have a party like 2 years later or something like that. I was like, you're trying to get both experiences, and instead it's just really sad.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a bummer.
I know. Poor things. We were laughing anyway.
Yeah.
Like, she looked great though.
Okay. Hell yeah.
Yeah. She got that. She got the pictures probably.
Yeah.
So
my brother and his wife got married on Zoom.
Did they?
Yeah, they did.
But like full Zoom.
Full Zoom. Yeah. Like it was just them two on their balcony, and then the officiant was some like lady in like Idaho or something.
And everyone just watched.
And we all just watched.
Like, logged in.
Yeah, and I didn't even realize this, but my sister-in-law was like, "Yeah, I remember you were wearing a fucking white T-shirt," and I was like, "Oh my god, I did not remember that." And apparently my sister was wearing white too. She was like, I'll never forget when the two of you wore white to our wedding.
Sorry, it was on Zoom. I was in bed.
Yeah, right.
That's so funny.
First of all, we didn't dress up at all. We were wearing like white fucking T-shirts.
Well, yeah, you're on Zoom.
I know, but like still, we could have made it better.
Well, there were no manners on Zoom. There was no manners.
No.
You do whatever you want.
It was insane. Did I ever tell you about this? Is aside from the wedding talk, but there was a girl who used to work at my company, and we had to have like a conversation about etiquette in terms of not taking Zoom calls from your bed. It was
a real conversation. Just fire her.
Well, she was like so fucking Gen Z, and we really needed her at the time, and so like we were just like, listen, clients don't feel appreciated or respected when you have a messy bun and you're visibly sitting in a bed.
Let's go. Yeah. Have you heard about the term respect?
Yeah.
I know you might not have missed. You must have missed that.
What about common decency? Have you heard about that one?
Yeah. Do you ever get out of bed? That is insane.
It was insane.
Because especially like, well, I guess they never had that experience of like those first couple of years of work where you're just like in the stupidest like Banana Republic fucking like V-neck bullshit, just like it slacks.
Brutal.
Sitting in an office just hungover and like your flats like
and then, nightmares.
Like, walking into client meetings just like hello. Like
it was so awful.
And the whole time you just gotta like be sitting there just like paying attention.
Yeah. The way we used to work was just unacceptable.
Unreal.
It was unnatural. Like humans should not have to fucking do that.
Yeah. I'm so glad. I mean, that's the only silver lining from this pandemic thing.
Huge silver lining.
Jesus, though.
Like my my life has improved so much from work from home.
Everyone's has.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, back to the wedding stuff. The companies that comprise the wedding industry are obviously like largely small businesses, which is pretty cool because it supports like, you know, like the ceremony and reception hosting, photography, planning. So there's all these like creative fields that are being supported by weddings, which is pretty cool.
Not comedy.
Not comedy.
Except for maybe your sister's speech.
Yeah, maybe.
Budding comedian over here.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. So during the pandemic, the industry went down from 7 billion to just over 45 billion because people were postponing or putting them off entirely. Mm-hmm. God, I'm so fucking glad we avoided that. That would have sucked.
Yeah, you nailed it.
That would have been
I'm just happy that like by the time I get married, all of that's going to be really just past.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we're still exiting having like the mass amount of couples who are like fighting for spaces and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because everyone like waited for so long and now it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Most people who are going to get married in that period have done it, finishing up.
Right.
Going forward.
Right. I feel like 2023 will be the last of that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not getting married then because that's in 2 months.
Yeah. So according to some lady, Kim Forrest from The Knot, which is like the
wedding website.
The wedding website. She's like, weddings are back because we have an estimated 2.5 million weddings in America this year. It's a lot.
That's so many.
And
damn.
It's the most in 38 years.
Wow. Okay. Well, that supports what I was just saying. How many people are there in this country again?
I have no idea. I feel like I want to say 350 million.
That's exactly what I wanted to say as well. So I think that we're correct.
Okay.
So 3 million weddings, like, damn.
It's a lot of people.
That's 2 people also, generally, maybe 3. 2022.
Never
Whatever.
know.
So that's between, 6 to 9 million people.
That's crazy. That's like a big percentage.
That's a pretty solid percentage of like Americans getting married every year.
Yeah.
This year. Damn. Or maybe they're not American.
Oh.
Exciting. New U.S. citizens.
Yeah,
Get that
maybe
green
it's
card,
a bunch of 90-day fiancés.
Yeah, it's just...
That's so weird how that is, like that visa where it's like, okay, you can come in, but you have to get married within 90 days. It's like, what?
It is strange.
Why?
My mom lived on...
Why 90 days?
Yeah. Also that.
Yeah.
My mom was on a green card for most of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't get her U.S. citizenship till end of my high school.
Really?
Time. Mm-hmm.
Huh. Why not?
So the entire, like, she was always like, this country.
Oh.
Like, you've lived here for 15 years.
Yeah.
I can hear it. I'm 13. Like,
does she still have a German accent?
people say she does, but I don't hear it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that at this point I like.
Yeah.
But Matt says she does, and like anyone who meets her.
Yeah.
Not nearly as much as my aunt. Oh my God, that woman could come straight out of Berlin. I'm like, you've literally lived here for 30 years. How is this still happening? And nope.
Listen,
it's nuts.
That's funny. Ben Kirschenbaum, friend of the pod, his dad is from Russia, and he has like the thickest accent I've ever heard in my life to me. And Ben's like, I think he speaks completely normally.
Yeah. It's weird because when you grow up with it, you're like, oh, that's English. Like, that's how I learned English.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But
that'd be so funny. Just like a third grader being like speaking English with a German accent.
Yeah. I went over to Germany when I was really young, like 4 or something like that. And I spent a couple months there. And it was right when you were kind of learning how to like speak.
Yeah.
And I forgot English for a bit.
Oh,
and
wow.
Only spoke German. Like, it switched back pretty quick when I came back here. But I remember my dad picked me up and I couldn't speak to him.
Oh my God.
And he was like, Susan, we have a problem.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It was nuts. So I remember when I go to Germany, I can remember like a ton of little kid type language stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's like if someone like wants to, like, do you want a cookie?
Yeah. Mac and cheese.
Yeah. I'm like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing but politics. Nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, no German politics. Don't know.
Oh God.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Can you still speak German?
Ein kleines bisschen.
A little bit.
Aber nicht sehr gut.
Is that a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit, but not very good.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Wow.
I also
cool.
Thank you. I took it in college. I like had citizenship, so I shall like probably have known more than I do.
Yeah.
But here we are.
Do you still have citizenship?
I had my passport expired, so I'd have to go through like a whole rigmarole to get it like renewed. My sister's doing it after all the Roe v. Wade stuff. She like very dramatically was like, I'm getting my German passport back. And I was like, all right, that's a lot of paperwork. So
Yeah. God bless.
maybe just like, fly to LA for an abortion or something.
Yeah. Also, isn't she like trying to settle down with her boyfriend too?
It was more just a statement piece. I was like, I got it. Yeah, it's nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Lily. But it was very sweet. I was like, you go, girl.
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I know that your sister has like a very long-term boyfriend, whatever, but a lot of the people in Gen Z, they're starting to like rethink about matrimony itself.
What we got it. Okay.
You guys
Gen
are
Z,
too cool to do fucking anything.
Anything.
Literally.
Like anything. They want to stream. That's all they want to do is be streaming video games and shit.
But it's also because like those people are in their 20s. Like when I was in my 20s, I was like, I don't need to get married. And now I'm like, all right, let's get married. Like there's a lot of legal benefits and it makes me feel more settled. Is that the worst thing?
Goddamn.
But
call me in 5 years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so a lot of people now, like, they took some survey, and 71% of people between 18 and 39, so that also includes millennials, agreed with the statement, I don't need to be married to feel complete. It's like, yeah, okay, same. But, like, I still value marriage.
Yeah, what?
You know?
No one asked you if it was going to make you feel complete.
Yeah, right?
Well, maybe this survey did.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, that's not kind of... Did you know the U.S. government charges you less in taxes?
Right.
Has someone explained finance to them? No.
No.
The answer is no. No one has.
No. So, anyway, like a lot of people are sort of like... They're worried about the demand spike because it seems like the trend is that like matrimony is like fucking lame or whatever.
Okay.
I'm like, what am I, like choojie for having a wedding? Maybe.
That's so out of trend.
Yeah. I've also been on this side of TikTok recently where everyone's like, stop asking people to go to your wedding. It's rude. I'm like, God forbid I throw a fucking party and ask people to come. They can say yes or no. I'm just throwing a party.
Why is it rude to ask people to go to your wedding?
Because you have to spend money to go. I'm like, okay, well, my friends aren't poor. So.
Yeah. How are you going to tell on yourself like that?
Yeah, right? I'm like, I don't know. Like, it's a fucking party. Show up or don't come. Whatever.
Yeah. Also, how much worse would it be if you were just like, I'm not going to invite my poor friends?
Yeah. I know it makes a really difficult position for them because they're fucking poor. So I'm not going to invite them at all.
I would have invited you, but you're poor.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, bitch.
Exactly.
That would definitely, you should invite your poor friends.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Yeah.
So according to you
have a weird algorithm.
I know. I can't wait. This is another reason why I can't wait for the wedding to be over is because I'm on all these like weird algorithms about weddings right now, and it's like 10 things I did at my wedding that I would never put anyone through. And it's like, okay, whatever.
And
like
then it's like the custom straws.
Yeah, literally.
Okay.
I'm just like, all right, well, like
I don't know. Will there be drinks at your wedding?
There will be drinks at the wedding.
The end. Wouldn't be great.
There will be food as well. There will also be a band.
Perfect. The end.
The end.
The end. Gonna have a great time. Cool. All right. We're gonna wear a dress? Multiple dresses?
I'm gonna wear a dress, yeah.
Great. That's all I need to hear.
That's it. We can all move forward.
Yep.
So like I was saying before, though, the average amount of attendees per wedding today is actually 105 compared to 131 prior to the pandemic. So I think like similar to what we were saying, people are sort of like...
How many in yours?
150.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, something like that.
Feels right.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so like a lot of, and then also another thing that's changing, which I wish I did, but I didn't, so whatever, is like a lot of people are buying their wedding dresses online or through like secondary stuff.
Oh, resold.
Resold. And then the other thing is people are renting wedding dresses, which I was like, oh.
That makes so much sense.
I know. I should have done that. Because like my dresses aren't like, you know, they're not like the most like remarkable thing. They're just like a wedding dress. Like I would have looked the same in a dress that I rented. So I'm like, what
can you get alterations and stuff like that?
No, I don't think so. So that's like kind of the downside of it.
All right. I don't know. I do hear you though. I think that is one of the things that I probably will actually end up buying.
Yeah.
Like I love like the concept of renting it, but I'm like, if I'm going through the wedding, it's mostly so I can look good.
Yeah.
Let's be fucking real.
Totally.
So yeah, that's going to be part of it.
Yeah. I know that's one thing that I really did not expect myself to spend as much money as I did, but here we are.
You're going to look great. I'm excited. That photographer better be on their A game.
Oh yeah.
I'll have a talking to with them.
Yeah.
Listen.
So something that's interesting, and I don't know why this is, but apparently according to polls by POC, I don't know how you BIPOC or whatever, youngsters, they still, it says youngsters here. I didn't say that. That didn't come from my brain. But they still want bigger and bolder weddings. So apparently they're like less concerned about cost.
They're our future.
Yeah, pretty much.
We do know that. The BIPOC youngsters. They're holding marriage together. Yeah,
so apparently they were more likely to like celebrate in a super extravagant way.
Cool.
So
sounds lit.
Yeah.
So all the white kids are just having like fucking Zoom weddings.
Yeah, lame ass.
They're not even getting married.
Weddings.
They're like, this is my partner.
Yeah,
we stream together. We don't need anything more than that. We have a YouTube channel together.
This is a Twitch wedding.
It's in the metaverse. Okay. Cool.
Okay, so obviously celebrities, I feel like this was like such a thing in the early 2000s where there was a crazy weddings and also secret weddings and like
I kind of loved those.
Yeah.
Where it would be like, here's like the 7 pictures the paparazzi got from hiding in the toilet at Jennifer Aniston's wedding. You're like, whoa. And I'm like so excited. I'm 11. Like, oh my God, what does she look like?
And they would always do like these secret things, and there'd be like a drone up top that got like one picture of them.
Yeah, it'd be one shot, and it would just be like the vibe.
Yeah, that was so cool. So a few ones of note. So Christina Aguilera married some guy named Jordan Bratman for $2.2 million. That is so many dollars.
That is a lot of dollars. It is Christina Aguilera in her prime.
It is.
She was 24. She's so young.
She's
a child bride.
Too young to get married. Bride. That is crazy.
Oh, they got married in Napa. That'd be a great place. That's gonna get you the $2 million mark pretty quick, though.
That's insane.
Also, that dress is heinous.
It's the ugliest dress I've ever seen.
I mean, it's goddamn. That's nuts.
It is really bad. So I'll skip ahead a little bit. So this I thought was so funny. So Elizabeth Taylor and Larry Fortensky. I think she's been married like a million times. But anyway, so she married him for $4 million.
Whoa.
I genuinely don't know where you would find. And like, where do you spend $4 million for one day? Like, literally.
Are you throwing a festival?
Are you lighting 2 million of it on fire?
You walk in and they're like, here's $2 million.
Yeah.
It's on fire.
They're just giving out money in the gift bags. Like, I don't know how I genuinely don't know how
That's incredible. Good for her.
Insane. But what I found was so fucking funny is that they actually married at Michael Jackson's Neverland Ranch. And he's in this photo that we're looking at with them.
Oh, God. What year?
1991.
They're like, the flower girl needs to go to the flower. Sorry.
I think the
ring bearer. The ring bearer needs to go straight home. He needs to go straight home to bed.
I know. Oh, my God.
Yikes. Also, that's probably part of where that money went. I can't imagine that was cheap.
No.
Did they stay together? Because that seems like a cursed arrangement.
I don't know. I guess they remained good friends, but they did split.
Okay. Okay. That's fair.
Okay, so the next one that I thought was because these are back to back in this article I found was Liza Minnelli and David Guest, and that was for $4.2 million. And Michael Jackson's in the photo again. I was like, why is Michael Jackson at every fucking wedding?
Is he involved in this one as well, or is he just in this picture?
No, he's
literally not even mentioned in the article. He's just in these pictures. Michael Jackson's just photobombing everybody. That is so fucking funny.
I was like, what is going on? Why is Michael Jackson constantly in this fucking...
Oh, he was the best man.
Oh, he was?
Okay.
Oh,
we're wrong. But either way, it is pretty funny. The 6th and 7th most expensive weddings in history involved Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like, prominently.
That's so fucking funny.
The guest included the whole Jackson 5 with Michael Jackson as the best man. Wow.
That's insane. Whatever happened to Janet Jackson? She just chilling?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since, obviously the titty incident.
Oh, yeah. Well,
but since
that was a really long time ago.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah, I do. I remember it happening and being like,
whoa. Same. And we didn't even watch. We just happened to have the Super Bowl on.
Yeah.
We barely had TV. My parents were not into that kind of thing.
Right.
And then they were like, the one fucking time we watched TV, titties all over them.
They're like, this is why we can't have our kids watching TV. Because there's
boobs out immediately.
People were so mad at her. And it's like, who gives a shit?
Also, yeah, sorry. I don't know.
Yeah. And Justin Timberlake obviously was in on it too. It was And she had like a pasty on her nipple, right?
Yeah, she had a pasty on her nipple. As I think Louis Black had a long joke about. He was like, "No, she had. Listen, I've reviewed the tapes. There was a pasty on that nipple.
There was.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, it was like a little. It was. Who cares? It was like a little fun thing they did at the end.
Yeah. Wait, was it determined that it was on purpose?
I thought so.
Oh, I thought there was like a potential that it was an accident, like a.
I mean, it looked super on purpose. Like he like ripped it off. And it had like buckles on it, and it was just like one tit. Like, maybe they tried to play it off like it was an accident, but it was not.
But it is weird to bring out one tit.
Yeah.
The artistic effect there is like,
yeah, but both tits would be even weirder. I think. I don't know.
It's strange. Usually, when you're flashing someone, it's both.
That's true.
You know, from experience.
Do you remember Little Kim when she wore that dress with her tit hanging out?
No.
Oh my god.
So Little Kim.
Yeah.
So Little Kim.
And
Good
she
for
had
her.
a pasty on it, but it was like just a cutout around her boob. And it was like you know those Halloween costumes from that you're like a reindeer and you just like, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't. What the fuck are you talking about, Mae? No, literally no idea.
And literally you're wearing like a sweater, but there's like cutouts around your bare tits, and you have like a fucking pasty on your boobs, and it's supposed to be like one is like a reindeer head and the other one's a reindeer. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
How do you not know what I'm talking about?
When you describe it, it sounds quite literally insane. Can you please?
Okay, let me bring this up.
Also, how do we Google this? Reindeer
Sweater
titty
with tits cut out.
I mean, I know from like Mean Girls.
Yeah, like these.
Oh shit! Those are not real tits. They cannot be.
Yes, they are.
Those are her real.
Well, I mean, I don't know if she has implants, but those are real tits.
I'm mad. I'm offended. Look at that. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that one has noses.
Oh my god. That is
made for your bare breasts, not plastic. Thank God Etsy is qualified.
Oh my god.
Well, you know
Should
what?
we do this?
This is my next year Halloween costume and my Christmas outfit. That's for damn sure.
I mean, this is insane.
I'm gonna have a white elephant party.
Yeah.
Hey, like that's.
And I just show up with my bare fucking tits. That would be so funny.
It's very funny.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
But I mean, I can't like have a conversation with. I wouldn't be able to speak. I'd be like, go home.
Right. Go put on a top.
What are you doing? It was funny.
God.
Very funny, Mae. Haha. Now everyone's uncomfortable. Thanks for that.
I remember on Mean Girls too, they had this.
Yeah,
This
but they
is
were wearing
absurd.
bras.
Yeah.
Because it was for kids.
Right. Right.
That is out of control. No, I've never heard of this before, ever in my fucking life. But it's apparently pretty popular. So where have I been?
Very popular.
What's my algorithm doing that I'm not getting pushed? Snowman titties.
I was on
Snowballs.
Vag Talk. Remember like a few weeks ago because I had the yeast infection that lasted fucking longer than Liz Truss.
Truss, yes.
What's her name, Liz?
Yes.
I don't know. Whatever. The old prime minister.
Already forgot about her.
I already forgot. No one even knows what the fuck her name is. But and I was like Googling things to like get some yeast infection medication, and now I'm on Vag Talk, where everyone's talking about their vag.
You're on Vag and wedding and open tit sweater talk. And I just deleted my TikTok and just restarted. I tried to get a new algorithm. I was like, Laura, you're better than this.
Yeah.
Your algorithm should be better than this.
Yeah.
Restarted. It's exactly the fucking same.
Really? That's so weird.
I know I suck. I think that's just what it is. It's like we see into your soul and you just want to see pimple popping.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh,
And they're wrong.
pimple popping. Fuck that shit. It's so gross.
I mean,
I do watch them, but it's
yeah, exactly. That's what
I'm like, I watch them, I like, and I comment, and they keep coming up on my feed.
I don't
know.
understand.
It's like, what am I doing
so strange.
wrong?
Yeah, no, that's literally the exercise. I quite literally deleted my TikTok to redo it entirely, and I'm back. I'm back, baby, on pimple pop and TikTok.
That is absurd. I want to delete my TikTok for a while. I just need to get some space from TikTok in general. It's too much.
It was good. It was a good exercise, I guess. But we're right back where we started, so whatever. Here we are.
So the next one I'm going to talk about is Chelsea Clinton and Mark Mezvinsky's wedding, and that was for $5 million, which like, okay,
wow.
I understand that like obviously, you know, you're going to have a nice wedding or whatever, you're Chelsea Clinton, but you would think that they would be like, we have to go modestly or else people are going to be on our fucking ass. Yeah. That is so much money.
That's a lot of money. Maybe, is he really wealthy or something? Maybe like they could blame it on, he's an investment banker. Guys, you know what? At least they're not trying to pretend they're not what they are. You know?
Yeah.
They leaned in.
Yeah.
I guess the Kennedys would have a lot. Like
They
they'd
would.
be like,
Yeah, that's true.
They're not gonna. But yeah, no, I agree. Right away, I'm like,
feels bad.
Feels bad.
So the number one most expensive wedding that's on record right now was Prince Charles and Diana's wedding, and that is at $110 million. I don't understand.
Oh, they must have like Scrooge McDucked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There must have been a room to just like swim.
Yep.
Swim in gold.
Yep.
What the hell is happening? $110 million?
Yep. So a few little tidbits. Her wedding gown was covered in 10,000 real pearls and had a 25-foot train.
No shit. She had like you could buy like a fucking lake for that amount of money.
Yeah.
You could buy a pearl farm.
I know, that's insane. Also, 750 million people watched it from around the globe, which is so
That's
many
true.
people.
I actually do remember watching it.
Really?
I believe so.
Wow. Well, no,
No, wait,
you
no, I
couldn't have
didn't.
because it was in.
Oh no, that was
1980.
the other thing that happened.
Oh,
there.
you're thinking of Kate and what's his tits?
Maybe. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
Mixing them up.
I did watch that one. That one was a modest 34 million.
But also, the Royals are getting the top 3. What was number 2? 66.
66 million.
And it was an Indian wedding where that makes way more sense because that's
Yeah.
like a multi-day. Like that one, I'm
Right.
like, I get it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
those- I don't
there's
know how-
elephants are involved.
I don't
There
know
are
how they
multiple-
can afford it.
I don't know. I don't
Like-
think they can. I think we should probably cover that at some point specifically.
Yeah.
Like just Indian culture.
But there's
Do an hour on Indian.
Oh my
culture.
God. There's a Indian comic I know, and he just got married, and he was like, oh yeah, it's like a 4-day event. And I was like,
Bassam,
what?
right?
Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
how? Like, that's so crazy.
Yeah. Did I tell you once I got surgery in San Diego? I had to get like a mesh put into my hip. So I was on a lot of pain medication afterwards.
Yeah.
It was a pretty serious surgery. And my dad was there like helping take care of me. And we're in San Diego at like a pretty nice hotel. And we're walking outside. Like I'm like coming awake. And
Yeah.
I had to like move around my hips.
Yeah.
So I walk outside. There's an Indian wedding. The first thing I see on pain medication is like colorful elephants walking through the fucking parking lot. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, what is happening right now? And it was an entire Indian wedding.
Is this the drugs? Like, what's going on?
It felt like the most intense hallucination ever with my father.
Yeah. I would love to go to an Indian wedding. I've never been to one.
Well, I kind of was in one.
Yeah.
It's like all the elephants and then like a crippled woman just kind of hobbling around.
I feel like I've never been to any like cool cultured wedding, you know? Like I went to one that the bride was Persian, so there was like a handful of little like things around the ceremony, but
You must have been to like a billion like Jewish weddings.
not really.
Really?
No.
Those are fun.
Yeah.
Do love the chair. When the chair gets out, I'm like, oh buddy,
yeah.
it's about to go down.
I know people asked, they were like, are you guys going to do the Hava Nagila? And I was like, well, we're not Jewish, so I think that'd be really fucking inappropriate.
Probably not.
Yeah, but everyone's like, yeah, I think you should. I think it'd be fun. I'm like, it would definitely be super fun. I just like, I don't want people fucking yelling at us on the internet.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you not to do
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and voice a reason you and just, no.
We can't be Hava Nagila.
I'll have a Nagila. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Everyone's going to have to lift with their
Hava
knees.
Nagila. So fun.
Yeah. Can't wait.
Okay, cool. So I wanted to get into now some of the craziest bridezilla and groomzilla antics because this is just so fun to me. I think I would say I've been like annoying about agonizing details, but I have
No, you haven't been annoying.
I have not been a bridezilla.
You have not been a bridezilla at all. Or annoying. But it is a lot.
It is
I'm
a
always
lot.
just like, damn, she's still doing it.
I know. You're
still,
telling me.
She is still really doing this.
I know. I'm taking the next week off of stand-up comedy just to like focus and like,
of course.
you know, whatever. And everyone's like, yeah, you should have been doing that for the past like month.
What the hell? Absolutely. There's so many.
Yeah. I don't feel guilty about it.
You shouldn't.
So please don't ask me to be on your show until November 11th and then ask me to be on your show immediately. Thank you.
Immediately.
Okay, so I'm going to get into some of these really funny bridezilla and groomzilla antics. So there was one Reddit person said that there was a bride that made guests dress according to their weight.
Oh, wow. Whoa.
Yep.
This is why there's not as many people going to weddings now.
Yep.
People are pulling this kind of shit. And they're like, yeah, that the half the wedding didn't show up. It's so weird.
Yeah, I feel like nobody talks about this too. When you get married, a lot of people hurt your feelings. Cause like there's a lot of people that you think will like definitely be there and then they don't or whatever. And it's like, I don't know. Like, you could be the chillest person or you can be a bridezilla, but there's people that will definitely like hurt your feelings.
Yeah. You know? Well, in this case, it was the bride herself.
Yeah.
She was like, listen, I'm going to dish it right back to you. You're too fat for that outfit.
I
said it, Mom.
So in a post on Reddit, there was a user that posted a screenshot of her wardrobe requirements for the guests for the wedding. It was in Hawaii in 2019. She must feel like such an asshole now, too, that weddings are kind of scaled down and everyone's like, there are bigger problems in the world than a fat person at your wedding. That included women weighing between 100 and 160 pounds wearing a green velvet sweater, orange suede pants, red-heeled Christian Louboutin shoes, and a Burberry scarf. What? This is in fucking Hawaii too. That's so weird.
What was it for over 160 pounds?
Well, I'll talk about the men that weighed between 100 and 200 pounds. They were told to wear a purple fuzzy jacket, a soda hat, all white trainers, and plain glow sticks. What is going on with this wedding? So women weighing more than 160 pounds were instructed to wear a black sweater and pants as well as black shoes. Oh my God. And then men weighing more than 200 pounds were supposed to wear black sneakers and camouflage. What the fuck is going on? And then she also stipulated that guests should spend at least $1,000 on their wedding outfit.
Who the fuck does this woman think
she is?
I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna give her a piece of my mind.
I mean, can we talk about how fucking heinous though and not appropriate for a wedding those
every
outfits
single
are?
thing that you just said to me is a red flag. Every single item by itself, I'd be like, no.
Imagine if I was like, oh, for my wedding, I'm going to need you to wear a green sweater and orange pants.
Also, I'm significantly in the black outfits because I'm a fucking grown woman.
Right, because you have like a body.
I have a body that's fertile. God forbid.
Insanity. Wow.
Jesus, I hate her.
Yeah.
I hope she's divorced.
I think she is, actually.
Yeah, that makes sense. Her husband was like, that was weird.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest. He goes to the judge in the divorce proceedings. He's like, so this article got written that my wife's requirements for our wedding were based on weight. The judge's like, oh yeah, you can have everything back. Yeah, it's all
she's
cool.
She's like the worst person I've ever
That's like
seen
literally the most psychotic thing I've ever heard. Yeah, it's annulled.
So then there's another one. There was a bride who forced her guests to cover their tattoos and dye their hair. So she asked a particular guest to cover her tattoos and dye her hair back to the natural color, and she wasn't even a bridesmaid. When she was like, why the fuck should I do that?
Why are you inviting her then?
Yeah, I don't know. So the bride goes, it doesn't matter that you're not in the wedding party. You'll still be in photos, and you will ruin them.
Okay, just tell your photographer to not get her in a ton of the photos if it's like that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Also, like, okay, the one thing that I will say is if her tattoos were just like porn.
Right.
Like that. Or like just like swastikas. She's like, well, but please cover those.
If she's not in the wedding party, it's like how many photos of her
swastikas
it is.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so this next one, there was a couple that took wedding photos in front of a forest fire.
What?
Yeah. So this woman named Sarah Kramer and her husband Michael Kramer, they planned to get married at a venue near San Juan National Forest in Antonio, Colorado in June 2008, but had to move it because of the forest fires. And they took a photo in front of the fires at sunset that quickly made the rounds online. And people were obviously pissed because they were making light of like a natural disaster.
Yeah.
But in the caption, the couple wrote that the images were not meant to glorify the situation or minimize the impact it was having on our town and economy. We fully understand everyone's pain. And it's like, okay, what though?
Why did you take pictures? I guess they were like part of the experience.
I guess. I mean, this couple, I cannot wait till they have a gender reveal party because it's going to be fucking
another forest fire.
It's going to be insane.
Yeah, absolutely. They clearly don't care.
Yeah. This next one, I actually don't think it's a bridezilla moment, but I just think it's I think it's kind of fucking awesome, actually. There was a California couple that hosted a Costco-themed wedding, and they walked down a literal aisle of the frozen food section.
I am a sucker for that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Too.
I'm not that person, but when people are like that, I'm like, good for you.
Yeah, like they know exactly who they are, and you know what? They're unapologetic, and it's kind of hilarious, and it's just
also
fun.
Definitely a better time than some of the weddings I've been to.
Yeah.
100%. I'd go to that. I'd be talking about that wedding the rest of my fucking life.
I really would.
Really would. I'm going to talk about it, and I wasn't even there. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to be bringing it up. That is so fun.
I don't know. I'm like, I feel like they're probably still together too because they're like, this is great.
They definitely are.
I found some weirdo that liked to have a Costco thing with me. Have you ever seen that show, like 4 Weddings or whatever?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
Oh wait, yes, I have. Like they're always at the doctor's office and stuff. Yeah.
The concept of that show is so fucking ridiculous because first of all, it's four women that attend each other's weddings and then like vote on how good or bad they think the wedding was.
It is savage. It's fully savage and so funny because I'm like, she's not wrong.
Yeah.
She's not wrong at all.
And then there's like a bunch
I'll do that for yours.
Yeah. That would be so funny. We should fake 4 weddings. Oh my God. We should set up a camera and people give like their reviews on the wedding. That's so funny.
They could end some friendships after. It'd be perfect.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my God. But those weddings were so funny to me.
It was hilarious.
It was great. There was
always like 4 people where I'm like, well, they're clearly not going to enjoy each other's weddings. They're completely different culturally.
Yeah,
like,
right.
No shit. This is a barbecue backyard bullshit. And then this one is in the Catholic church.
Right. This one's like fucking Star Wars themed. And the other one is like the waspiest thing you've ever seen.
Exactly.
So. That's so funny. This next one pissed me the fuck off. Okay,
Ooh.
I read about this. There was a groom that didn't attend the reception. So the groom got married to this woman, dropped the bride off at the reception, and drove off. He let her attend the reception alone, and she sat at a table alone. There was no first dance, and apparently the groom told one of his family members that he didn't like what was being served at the reception, so he just decided not to attend.
Does he have a lot of money or something? Like, why is she marrying this man?
I don't know. I'm picturing the exact opposite, actually, and him going to, like, you know, fucking
Applebee's
McDonald's or something
like
afterwards because he's, like, super picky eater or something like that.
Whoa. I can't. Yeah, that's really incorrect.
That's incorrect.
That's incorrect. That's what you do.
It's bad.
That should have been a Zoom wedding.
That should have been no wedding.
That should have been no wedding. That man should be single for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
For sure.
He does not deserve to have anybody.
No family.
Also, yeah, right.
Get rid of him.
Also, like, I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll get wicked fucked up and I'll eat my shorts right now. But I feel like people that get so blackout that they're just like in a corner at their wedding. It's like, guys.
Yeah, if people are like making comments and stuff like that.
This is
like,
really weird.
It's also like everyone you know.
Yeah. Including like aunts. And you're just like blackout.
Grandparents.
Yeah.
Like, do we really? It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My sister had a friend whose groom was like literally like in a ball in the corner. My sister was like, this is fucking sad.
Yeah, I hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
It's not uncommon though. I think I've multiple weddings I can think of. I'm obviously not going to bring up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Multiple.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will be
maybe
watching.
another one soon.
Yeah, maybe another one soon.
Maybe I'll add to the list.
It would definitely
I'm like,
not be Mark.
God, not again.
It would definitely be me. That's the way too drunk one. Mark will be fine.
Because you're just a little skinny mini now.
Right. I'm so fucking hungry. God. I got to eat something day of the wedding.
Of course.
At least something.
Of course.
It's like 1 or 2 things.
Yeah. Like a meal, perhaps. I don't know. Some calories. What are you talking about?
No. Can't have them. So, this next one is really funny. So after a psychic told one bride-to-be that she should have a more expensive wedding. She said that.
She's like, also, I'm free.
Yeah, and I'm the
available.
Planner. So she asked her guests to contribute $1,500 each so that it could happen. All she wanted, she wrote on social media, was a $60,000 wedding in Aruba and wanted a little help from her friends so she could, quote, be a Kardashian for a day.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Needless to say, the money didn't come. The wedding was canceled and the couple broke up.
People have been watching too much reality TV.
People are insane.
People are insane. And I know that, like, we know that, like, these are the YouTube commenters.
Yeah.
But in real life, they do this kind of shit.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These are the unhinged people that you see online, but then they're actually, like, having actual weddings.
Yeah.
Or trying to.
I do think weddings bring out
the crazy.
Too. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, I have a lot going on in my life with the podcast and comedy and whatever that it's just been like, it's been sort of like honestly a chore.
Yeah.
Doing like all this like wedding stuff. But I feel
Makes
like if
sense.
you don't have a lot going on, it's like your entire personality.
Identity.
It's your whole identity and you're being like, oh my God. And you just like make this one day so important. It's like it should be the whole marriage is important.
Right. yeah, that it's like warm up.
Yeah.
Instead, it's the main event, and then it's like, ugh, now I have to be married. Ugh.
Yeah, exactly. And now these people are like, what am I supposed to do now? Be married?
Ugh.
Sounds terrible.
I'm gonna ball out for my honeymoon. Let me tell you that.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's gonna be lit.
The honeymoon's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, it's a year long work.
Yeah.
I'm on my honeymoon still. How dare you?
How dare you check in with me about my quota?
It's a block.
So there was also a bride who banned people born out of wedlock.
Okay,
So
well that's some weird religious. Like, what is she trying to start a cult? Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Her friend is the daughter of a teen mom who was a single mom, and she fell into this category and was banned from her wedding. What the fuck?
That's weird.
That's so cruel. It's not even funny.
Yeah, I can't say I support that.
No. This other one. So a bride put her bridesmaids on a strict diet.
That's women in weight.
I know.
It's weird.
It feels like we've come a long way, but it still is just...
We've got a ways to go. And it's evidenced by the fact that I still would like to lose some weight.
Same.
You know what I mean? You know, I'm like, and I know that that's like a mental issue I got to figure out.
This one's fucking psycho, though. So as the wedding day approached, she recommended that they switch to a diet of rice cakes and water. Even I'm eating more than that right now.
Yeah.
How
also,
fucking crazy is that?
Rice cakes, are they even that good for you?
I mean, I don't know.
They don't locale.
They don't provide anything, that's for sure.
No, just have some shakes. Have some athletic greens.
Yeah, right? Something. Have a salad.
Have a salad.
At least have a salad.
At least have a salad.
My God.
A stupid fucking salad.
Okay, and then this last one that I will talk about is a couple that turned their wedding into a serious... Oh, two, actually. I have two more. So this one couple turned their wedding into a serious revenge plot. So one of them had enough of the groom's difficult racist mom. And so they decided to use their wedding to get revenge, which is very weird. Just to confront her about her racism
at
before
their wedding.
And say, yeah, right? It's so weird. So basically, the revenge included an explosive DVD the couple had played before the wedding with detailed accounts of how the groom's mother had attempted to sabotage the wedding due to her unsavory beliefs. What the fuck? Just don't invite her, I assume. But I'm like, just don't invite her.
Yeah, and also, like, you want to have your whole wedding be, like, about her?
Yeah. I don't agree with that at all.
Granted, I'm not in that situation, so can't tell you how it feels, but it's certainly interesting to hear about now. So thank you for that, couple.
It's very weird. And then this last one, so I have one more. This last one is fucking savage. So the night before this woman Casey's wedding, she received screenshots of her soon-to-be husband's sexy text to another woman.
Oh, no.
It's like my worst nightmare. Instead of calling off the wedding immediately, the next day she got dressed, walked down the fucking aisle, turned to the wedding guests and said, "There's not going to be a wedding today. It seems Alex is not who I thought he was." Casey, this is an Australian woman. Casey wrote about how she then pulled out her phone. Sorry, 1 second. She pulled out her phone and read the text messages Alex had sent to another woman out loud in front of everyone. She stomped out of the church while she said, "I love all of you, and as horrible as this is, I'm glad you are here. There's not going to be a wedding reception today, but instead there will be a celebration of honesty and following your heart even when it hurts." I would be like, this is the best show I've ever seen.
Oh my God.
This is the best fucking television show I've ever seen.
Was this filmed? Because I want to go check that out for sure. That is
I feel
nuts.
like it's gotta be. So, hold on. I'm bringing out this website.
Oh, just some pictures and stuff like that. Yeah, it's classic stock photos.
I know, right? Yeah.
We got it. Photo. Yeah. But that is epic. I mean, honestly, she probably should have had that conversation privately, but if she wanted to make a spectacle, it's truly within her right to do that. Also, what if she had been what if there was a mix up and it wasn't her husband's text or something?
Yeah. Or they were making that up or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That'd be awkward.
Yikes.
It must have been like some girl who she already suspected or something.
Yeah, probably. Also, that is definitely her right to get super drunk at that party.
Yep.
Holy hell. Good.
Yep.
You know what, girl? Drink up. Yeah.
Yeah.
You earned it.
Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, right?
All of those were great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait for yours. We'll tell Mae's bridezilla moments.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have at least one.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Yeah.
Maybe one.
I don't really know what I would have one over, though.
Well, it'll be fun. It'll be a surprise.
Okay.
All right. Well, tune in soon to find out what that is.
Yeah, like and subscribe. We'll probably have some like behind the scenes moments from my wedding on Instagram. So
follow us there.
Follow us there and tell your friends about this fucking podcast. God damn it. Week after week, we tell you to tell your friends.
3 friends, in fact. So
3 of them.
Tell them. Thank you so much for listening, and we love you very much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.